Hi, happy Friday, everybody, and welcome to obviously a Friday edition of Time on Overtime. This, the one and only Time on Overtime YouTube channel. I'm Rick Arsenal, and you know the drill. If you haven't done so yet, get down there in that corner and smash that like and subscribe button. Thank you for your patronage. I can't thank you enough. We've got well over 300 subscribers. We've been doing this for a couple of years now. Please tell your friends. And as I've said in the past, I don't particularly like the using the word subscribe. It's you can't blame people for thinking. I talked to someone a while back, and they said they don't subscribe to anything on YouTube. Well, okay, that's your choice, but this doesn't cost you 1 red cent. What we're doing here, it's rather informative, talking about sports as it pertains to us here in this particular area. And we do it 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And we do our best to keep you informed. So please tell your friends, let them know the next subscriber to my podcast will be the winner. And if you already subscribed, you can tell them what it is they're going to win. Mainly Lions talk today. Get you ready for the game tomorrow at noon against the Commanders at Ford Field. Preseason game number 2. Boy, where's this summer going? Where's this training camp going? Boy, oh boy. Before I forget, before we get into anything, well, let's get baseball out of the way first. And I'm not going to waste much time on this crap, which is just what it is as far as the Tigers are concerned. I don't want to hear any more about their game and a half or a couple of games out of that final playoff spot. The hell with that. This is not a playoff team. No way. And now they're playing a team they're in Kansas City this weekend. They're playing a team that's 20 games over 500, over 20 games under 500. They've had a bad season in Kansas City, but they're playing up at the wrong time. They come in with a 5-game winning streak. I think they've won 6 of their last 7. Their starting pitching in particular has been very good. I look for the Tigers to get swept. Yeah, I said they're getting swept this weekend in Kansas City. And I'm glad I hope they get swept. Glad of it, okay? Because I've had my fill of it. This summer's been bad enough with all the heat and humidity, but have to lose the way the Tigers are losing. It has, as much as I hate to admit it, folks, it has destroyed my psyche. Completely destroyed my psyche. I'm going nuts, crazy. I can't imagine what the players are thinking. Is there any way? Look, before we get out of baseball, I just want to say one thing. Kenley Jansen, folks, should not have been pitching the last couple of years. His career is over. I don't like. It's another bad free agent signing by Scott Harris. Okay, awful. He just has not been very good. You know what you want from your closer, in particular, in that 9th inning: swings and misses, strikeouts. He comes in the 9th inning to close out a game, and he's pitching home run derby. AJ Hinch. AJ, may I make a suggestion? Okay. You don't have to make a public statement. Jim Leyland never did, and you never have either. Go to Kenley Jansen. Kenley for the rest of the year. You'll be pitching probably when games get out of hand in garbage time, where they're way ahead or way behind. You'll no longer be part of the back end of the bullpen. He doesn't like it. He can lump it. Okay, well, who is your 9th inning guy? Drew Summers. Drew Summers, 38 strikeouts his last 24 innings. He's been pitching as well as anybody out there. Go to Drew Summers, tell him you're going to be my 9th inning guy. And not only that, depending on how desperate he is, you could ask him to get 5 or even 6 outs. Pitch the 8th and the 9th inning if you have a lead. I think he could do it. Obviously, you wouldn't want to do it every day, but once a week, I think he could. If you have any designs at all on making the playoffs, and this is merely a suggestion on my part to AJ Hinch, he probably can't hear me. Drew Summers, go to Drew Summers, tell him he's your ninth inning guy. 38 strikeouts his last 24 innings. You got to have swings and misses from your closer, and there certainly aren't getting him from Jansen. Wednesday for me, folks, was the last straw. I just, well, I can only imagine what was going through the minds of the players on that team as they were flying west from Pittsburgh to Kansas City after the game on Wednesday. Been pretty quiet plane ride. I bet it was. All right. Enough of baseball. Now we're going strictly football, okay? Get the commercials out of the way here. Finish Line Family Restaurant on Carlton Road in Hillsdale. The best doggone sit-down restaurant in our area. Nothing else comes close. Serving our community proudly now for the better part of 40 years, more than 4 decades. It's just everything you want in a good old-fashioned sit-down family restaurant. Nothing fancy about it. They just very good at what they do, and they have been for a long, long time. Hours of operation, 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. daily. The next couple of weeks, boy, Labor Day will be here fast. I think we might have 2 more Thursdays to go. They will be open Thursday night until 8. I think September the 4th. No, September the 3rd. No, we got, I think we got a couple of more Thursdays yet that they will be open until 8 o'clock at night. Okay. Classic Car Drive at night. However, they are open every Friday night till 8 o'clock with all you can eat fish. What can you say? Award-winning breakfast served all day. A lot of great new menu items, reasonably priced, great family atmosphere, fast, friendly service. It has everything you want in a sit-down restaurant, the Finish Line Family Restaurant. And when you're done with your meal, get a scoop or 2 of that gourmet ice cream in there. It's the best ice cream around. Flavors you have never heard of. Gourmet ice cream at the Finish Line Family Restaurant. You won't find any better ice cream than what you're going to get at the Finish Line. That's good stuff. A lot of great new menu items that have tried everything, tried to simply delicious. Okay. And I can promise if you fill up from food at the finish line, you're always going to finish first. You up there and pay your bill, head out that door, you have a big smile on your face for good reason. Okay. All right. We're also brought to you in part by Barrett Insurance in Jonesville. Pardon me. Seniors, have you got your playbook ready for Medicare? When healthcare costs bench you because we're calling it audible with Joe Rudin at Barrett Insurance to help you navigate Medicare insurance. So whether you're aging into Medicare, you're in a special period, or you're simply losing other coverage, Joe's got the stats and the know-how to help you score the best coverage for your needs. Plus, you get a game plan for retirement healthcare costs. Okay. Now, what about businesses? Don't get sacked. Joe's got group health coverage options for you as well. Now, you give Joe a call at 517-849-1000 or check him out at www.barrettins.com. That's all one word, 2 R's and 2 T's, barrettins.com. Pardon me. You'll find them on the corner of US 12 and M99 in Jonesville. That's Joe Rudin Insurance, protecting your dreams, 517-849-1000. One more time, barrettins.com. Barrett Insurance, protecting your dreams. And of course, Quality PC. The voice. Quality PC in downtown Hillsdale, 37 Walden Street. 517-610-5372. Simply the only place around here to go for tech services. Anything at all. Tim Lilly and his staff are more than capable of resolving any tech issues or dilemmas that you may have. Okay? Computers, newer used, flat screen TV, mounting, programming, setup. Maybe you're changing internet providers and you need that installed. Printers, newer used, anything at all. Just get in there and see them. They'll take good care of you. I promise you that. Okay? 37 Walter Street, downtown Hillsdale, 517-610-5372. Y'all get in there, 37 Wolford Street. Tell them Rick and Mickey sent you. Okay, thank you very much. Lions. Ah, boy. Count to 10, folks. 10, 9, 8. I forgot my script. I'll be right back. Start counting. I'm back. I left my other room, my notes. As far as the Lions go tomorrow, I want to give you, they're playing the Washington Commanders at noon tomorrow here at Ford Field. Second preseason game of the year. Dan Campbell has, before we do that, an update on Ennis Rakestraw, who left practice yesterday under his own power, a non-contact injury. The voice of the Lions, Dan Miller, said earlier this morning, it's nothing serious. He's going to be okay. He may even play tomorrow. Okay. 5 guys to watch tomorrow in the game. Look at this, and these are guys that I'm going to watch anyway. And it's just you do the same thing. I'll give you their numbers too, so you can single them out. Of course, one is Juice Scruggs. Juice Scruggs, the offensive lineman, guard / center they got from Houston in the David Montgomery trade. The initial plan for him, I think, was to compete for that left guard spot. And to me, I thought he was going to actually win it. And I was going to have the upper hand on that. Am I losing my camera here? Get up there, camera. Okay, all right. Anyway, this is where the injury to Cade Mays changed everything. He is sliding over to center tomorrow. He's got to get some time in. Snaps. Now he did tell the reporters. Of course, he's been had a slight injury here the last couple of weeks. Nothing serious. Anyway, he's back now. Number 70, Juice Scruggs will be at center tomorrow. Watch him closely. In fact, he told the press a couple of days ago he felt more comfortable playing center than he did guard. And I hope my voice can get through this, okay? Juice Scruggs, number 70, 6'3", 320 pounds, will be the Lions center until Cade Mays gets back. Watch for him tomorrow, see how he plays. Second, Josh Dobbs, Lions backup quarterback, number 6, will play the first half. Luke Altmaier will play the second half. Dobbs, for his only having been in camp a couple of days, I thought it looked pretty good last week in Cincinnati. And he is familiar with the Drew Petzing offense too, by the way. So he played some in Arizona for Petzing. So I'm anxious to see Josh Dobbs tomorrow, number 6, for an entire half. We'll see how he looks. Keep an eye on 6 tomorrow. Okay. Tight end Jackson Meeks, number 13, has a chance to stick with his team as the third tight end behind Sam Laporta and Brock Wright. Yeah, Jackson Meeks. Keep an eye on him tomorrow. A name you're probably not familiar with at all. Defensive lineman Eric O'Neill. Jim Campbell, folks, was the general manager of the Detroit Tigers some 60 years ago. Dan Campbell, MCDC. Eric O'Neill, 6'2", 250, number 66, defensive lineman. Dan Campbell said he's had a very good camp, and they're very impressed with these guys. Started playing his college football at James Madison. Under work, I think Kurt Signetti was there at the same time. He transferred to Rutgers, and he's with the Lions as an undrafted free agent, but he's had a very impressive camp. Not that big, 6'2", 250, but the Lions like what they see. Lineman Eric O'Neill number 66. Keep an eye on him tomorrow. And lastly, edge, Derek Moore, who the Lions took in the second round out of Michigan. He'll be wearing number 9. He's had a great week at camp. He had a little groin issue first couple of weeks at camp. He had a monster couple of days in practice here this week. Several sacks. He looks good. Looks ready. I'm anxious. Keep your eye on number 9 tomorrow. You'll probably be watching him more than they will anybody else. Before I forget too, the Lions have. Was it yesterday? They brought in a couple of more veteran offensive linemen to take a look at to work them out. One was Will Hernandez, who was familiar with the Drew Petzing offense out in Arizona. The other one, going back to 2015. His first round pick was in 2015. Offensive lineman Laken Tomlinson, who's now 34 years old, first round pick of the Lions in 2015. They had him in Allen Park working him out. So they are still looking to improve the depth on the offensive line, working these two veterans out. Laken Tomlinson, boy, 34 years old. I didn't even know. I didn't even know that he was still in football anymore. Veterans in to work him out. Apparently, they're still looking to add depth to that offensive line. So there you go again. Drew Scruggs, number 70. Josh Dobbs, number 6. Jackson Meeks, number 13. Write this down if you have to. Eric O'Neill, number 66. And Derek Moore, number 9. Update on Ennis Rakestraw. Dan Miller said this morning he's fine. This it's an ankle injury, a minor ankle tweak or whatever it is, but he'll be okay. In fact, he may even play tomorrow. Ennis Rakestraw. I doubt if he would play tomorrow, but then you still got another game to play at Indianapolis next week. Poor guy just can't stay healthy. It's always something with him, but looks to be okay. Looks to be all right. He's number 2. I don't know if he's going to play tomorrow or not. I don't know. But I did want you to hear something too before we get out of here. Jared Goff, in an interview a day or two ago on a podcast done by The Athletic, and I forget the interviewer's name, and I apologize for that. He was asked who on the offense has had the biggest impact in training camp. And I wanted you to hear this, okay? Hopefully this works out so you can hear it.
And he's always been a good teammate. He's always been a good guy. But how much is required at this level, and to watch him learn that and then want to ask the right questions. And like, we're in a meeting the other day and he stops the meeting to ask a question. And I just like kind of giggle, like the guy 4 years ago, like would never even consider to ask that, nor would he even know why he was asking that question. So just to see his growth mentally, understanding coverages, and it's been awesome, man. It really has. And to see his joy come to life on the football field, he's so fun to play with. He's one of my favorites of all time. And
that was Jared Goff commenting on teammate Jameson Williams. Sounds like J-Mo's going to have he's gone over 1,000 yards the last couple of years, but it sounds like he's ready to have a monster season, according to Jared Goff. We will see, but so we don't know how many of the starters are going to play tomorrow. Just have to watch and find out, I guess. That's going to do it for me for another week here. Obviously, we'll talk about this some tomorrow morning from 9 to 10 here locally on WCSR 92.1 FM on the Timeout Show with Andy and Jed. Okay, give us a listen in the morning. We're going to go over a lot of this, and I think I've got you caught up on everything that's going on in the wild, wacky world of sports. Remember, Michigan Wolverines, September the 5th, at home at the Big House against Western. at 7:30 on NBC. And Friday night, September the 4th, Michigan State opens up at Spartan Stadium against Toledo. I don't have a starting time, but that is on the. You catch it on there, okay? Have yourselves watching and listening, folks. Again, remember, please tell your friends. And I will talk to you all again then on Monday. We'll go over a lot of this stuff. So, again, thank you so much for watching. And as I said, treat your friends with respect. And so until Monday, I'll simply say, have yourselves a great weekend. Thanks so much for watching. So long, everybody. Bye-bye.